Good morning, warriors. How are we doing today? It's a great day again. We are April 28th, I think, 2022. No, I'm sorry. I'm going back. April 27th, 2022. So hope you guys are having a great day, and hope you guys are continuing on your goals and plans and continuing with our journey. I think I'm heading to, let's see, I was checking my numbers today. I think it's 692 on NoFap, and I think it's about what do I got? About 217 on monk mode. So we're moving ahead, and it is so much more easier now, but it's also something that I have to be wary of because you never know when temptations come around the corner. And that's, I guess, one of the reasons I want to kind of talk about this issue a little bit. And the topic of this one is, why would I jump into a cold shower at 5 a.m.? I had a good discussion, but before we do that, I always forget. Go ahead and please subscribe, comment, like. Go ahead and give me comments and feedbacks on topics that you'd like me to kind of talk about. I think I'm going to use the summer to try to improve a little bit. I get so busy that I don't get a chance to kind of do more than I'm doing on the channel. We should be doing more, and so I apologize for that. We'll get there. We'll kind of do more and more. I just like kind of giving out the information and posting stuff that you guys can kind of look at and make your own judgments and kind of work with your own types of situations that you have to see if it's going to help you at all. It's helped me so much, and I feel like a different person, and I want to kind of share a lot of those type of things with you guys on a daily basis if I can. I don't get to it every day, but try to put some things together as we're doing. So the topic for this one is, why would I jump into a cold shower? Now, I had this discussion with my son over the weekend, and we were talking about different types of mentalities that people have in order to succeed. And when you look at these mentalities, you have to look at what drives people. And what drives people really is the goal-achieving types of determination a person has to succeed. If they do that, if they have a purpose, if they have some kind of goal, then they're willing to, then they all of a sudden, everything else doesn't become important, right? They're not worried about, men if they're a woman. They're not worried about women if they're a man. They're not thinking about those things. They're focusing on their goal. And I think and this is especially with men, as men get older, they look at those things and they're able to transmute that energy into these type of things. And that's why, as Napoleon Hill has always said, that people between the ages of 40 and 60 can become very, very successful because they've learned how to transmit their energy, transmute it up through their system, and using it to achieve things instead of using it just to look at girls and look at pictures and chase girls around. And I think this is what the idea is to be able to kind of use that energy, masculine energy you have, testosterone, using that stuff to be able to kind of achieve things. And so as you look at this, you're looking really at using energy in a wise way. Now, how does that fit into what we're talking about a little bit here? Well, we talk about the fact that you have to have some discipline in yourself to be able to say, I'm going to take this chance. Now, we talk about our journey and retention, and part of taking the chance that we've had is basically saying, okay, I know what society is telling me. They're telling me I have to release all these times, it's healthy for me, things like that. I have to go ahead and do that, or else I'm not going to be like everybody else. I'm not going to go ahead and have all the benefits. It's going to be a very difficult situation for me, and I'm going to have health problems, all kinds of problems, and all these things, fears and anxieties come to the top when you're doing it. Now, people don't realize that you're getting all these anxieties because you're releasing so much, and you're basically having no nutrients into your system and vitamins and things staying in your system. But that's probably a different video we're talking about in this one. But the idea then is that you have to be able to have some level of risk taking, and you have to be able to say, okay, I'm going to reach out, take a risk. I'm going to not be able to kind of go ahead and do this and be able to say, okay, I'm focusing on trying to achieve something, right? I'm trying to achieve something here, and I'm going to try to take this risk and be able to do this. And I think when you do that, all of a sudden now you're focusing on a whole different level of, intellectual type of thinking. And as you do that, all of a sudden now you're taking a risk and you're doing something. And this is the whole idea behind what we're talking about. If you're taking that risk, now you're moving ahead, you're improving your life, you're changing your life around, and that is going to help you gain more confidence and do more as you go on. And this, I guess, is the whole key what we're kind of talking about. The problem people have is that they're really afraid of getting out of their comfort zone. And if you build a habit of releasing and you build all these type of things, then it's very difficult to go back and change it. It's very difficult to go back and stop. It's very difficult to go back and say, okay, I'm going to stop these bad behaviors and I'm going to kind of move on. And so this is why when we talk about this is not very easy. This is why, it took me 45 years on my streak to try to get to a longer streak, because you stay in this one pattern of behavior, and now all of a sudden you want to change, and you got to take that step out. And so we go back to this idea of taking a cold shower. Yes, there are a lot of good reasons to take a cold shower, and there is no doubt about that. I mean, it's good for your health. It's good for a lot of things that you're doing. Those things are all very positive. However, the real biggest advantage of this, in my mind, is the fact that you're stepping into a cold shower at 5 o'clock in the morning and you're taking the chance. You have no idea how you're going to feel. You know it's going to be cold, but you're going to take that chance. You're stepping in. And this is a whole different mentality and attitude than waiting, taking your shower, and waiting for the right moment. This starts building it. So it's not just the cold shower. Yeah, a cold shower is good for you. There's no doubt about that. Excuse me. But what's more important, guys, is the idea that you're taking the chance. You're taking the risk. You're going into a situation in which you're not comfortable with, and you're doing something. And this is why I do this, because every morning it reminds me that you have to jump in and you got to take a chance no matter what's going on. And I tell you, this has helped me not only from the cold shower part, which obviously we know there's benefits to, but what's helped me more is the fact that I know I have the ability to do that with everything that I do. I jump into situations, I can go ahead and say, all right, I'm taking the chance. I know that retention is the truth. And I know I can go and do this if I jump into that. And in my mind, guys, that's the whole key to what we're talking about here. It's going further than just taking a cold shower. What you're doing is you're basically going ahead and you're living a different type of lifestyle. You're saying, I am not caught in those boundaries or the ropes and tied up from past experiences. I'm not into that type of situation. What I'm into is basically moving into a new me, a new type of attitude. And this is why I say that, these type of things you have to realize are going to change your mental approach to things. And that's why I say that, these little things don't look like they make a difference, but every little step that you're moving ahead, you're taking a chance, is going to help you in the long run become a stronger person. And if you become a stronger person, you're going to have a lot more self-control, a lot more confidence, and people see that. Now, is temptation going to be stronger? Of course. You're going to have huge temptation, right? Because, for instance, several times yesterday, you have young ladies who are looking at me, and I think there's something going on, some strange, and I forget that what they're seeing is the energy level, and they're just staring. And so it's kind of a real strange type of situation for me, because like I said, that, I wish I was happening back when I was 20 years old. But I like that from a flattery standpoint, but it's still hard to get used to, because I wasn't used to that for many, many years. And a lot of that comes from the energy level they're sensing. And so they're sensing a lot of strength and energy, and I think this subconsciously is what people look for. And I didn't really realize the energy level was that strong until I started doing this. And so that's why when you think of this, you're going to think of, well, your life is going to change. People around you are going to respond to you differently. And they are going to look at you. Now, some people will respond positively, and I've had a lot of that. And a few people that respond negatively because they sense the energy. And a lot of that's more from men than women, because they sense the strength and the energy and the power, and they compete with that, or they're jealous of that, or they're upset with that because it hits them the wrong way. And that happens as well, but you have to kind of expect that. But I think when it comes to your journey, realize that your lifestyle, as I said yesterday, is totally different. And I think as you change your lifestyle, as you look at how your life is different now, what you're looking at is kind of an idea that you are now a very strong, powerful person. And you're going to get positive and negative consequences of that, but just be aware of that. And that's why I say that you have to kind of take that step forward every day and be stronger and become stronger, and you will become stronger. I mean, I feel 10 times stronger now than I did when I started this 690 some days ago. And I think this is a key to how you build yourself and you build your strength as you go on. So I think that this is a key one, not from the sense of the cold shower, because I think that we can always use cold showers and benefit from that aspect of it. But really the better answer to this really is the idea that as you are stepping in that shower, you're taking that chance, you're building courage, you're building strength to say, okay, I know this is going to be cold, I know this is freezing at 5 a.m, but I'm going to go ahead and do this because I really feel like that I want to get ready for the day. And if I could take this chance at 5 a.m. and not freeze my butt off, right, I'm going to go ahead then and do the same thing for other things. And I think that makes a huge difference. So, guys, just wanted to kind of talk and touch base today. But again, I recommend taking cold showers anytime you get a chance to, because I think it's a very positive type of experience. It is freezing cold. There's no doubt about that. And it does feel like ice cubes sometimes. No doubt about that either. But the thing about it is that you get in there and you're putting yourself in a situation that could be uncomfortable. And that's not a bad thing, because it gives you confidence. It allows you, shows you that you're able to do this, and you're able to kind of grow from that and become stronger. And now you can do this in all types of situations that you run into. All right, guys, again, April 27th, 2022. You guys have a great day. And I know we actually get some frost here in the Midwest. So take care of yourself, guys. God bless you. Have a great day.